CG Boost just launched a brand new hard surface robot modeling course, and I had the opportunity to test it out. In this video, I'll be sharing my thoughts and insights on the course. But before I talk about the course, let me show you how to model a simple robot in Blender. I will start with a UV sphere. Rotate it 90 degrees and shade it smooth. Then in the edit mode, I'll delete the front faces, as well as the faces in the back. Now I'll select the 4 face loops and then invert the selection. Delete the selected and then add subsurf modifier of level 2. I will then add an array modifier. Uncheck relative offset and turn on object offset. For the instance object, I added an empty to scene. I applied the rotation to fix this error. Then I increased the array count and rotated the empty 45 degrees. I then extruded the faces up in edit mode. I will add another sphere and rotate it 90 degrees. Delete the front and back faces. Select one quadrant and invert the selection. Delete those and then delete the half part from top view. I then extruded the faces up and added a subsurf modifier to it. Then array modifier with object offset. Object being a new empty object. Make sure the rotation is applied. Rotate the empty 90 degrees and increase the count to 4. I then added mirror modifier to mirror this to the other side. After that, I added a new sphere and placed the 3D cursor in the front. Then I will add a mesh cube. Scale down the cube and add a subsurf modifier to it. Mirror it to the other side. Now I'll add a cylinder to the side and scale it down. Then rotate it. Inset the top face and extrude that in. Then bevel the edges around it. Then I added a new sphere. Mirror both these across. Now I'll add a curve object and delete all its curve points in edit mode. Then I will use the curve draw tool and draw from the front view. I will tweak the vertices here and there and maybe remove some of the points. Now if I go to curve properties, I have the option to add depth to it. And after selecting a curve point, if I press Alt+S, I can taper it down. Mirror it across, and in the curve end, add a cylinder. I will scale that down and rotate 90 degrees. Then inset both the circular regions. Move down and bridge edge loops. Then remove some of the face loops. And fill the empty faces. Now let's convert our curve to a mesh object so we can edit it. Then select the alternate edge loops on the arm. And press Alt+S to scale to create that bellow shape. Now let's add a cube at the center. Add subsurf modifier and then scale up the bottom face. And delete that. Now I will add a displace modifier. And for the texture, I will select the type as clouds. And increase the size. Now I'll add a camera to the scene. And find a good angle. Then split the viewport and switch the first one to rendered view. Change the render engine to cycles, device to GPU. And down in the color management, set view to standard. And look to high contrast. For lighting, I will add a sky texture. Lower down its strength. And increase the air and dust values. Then I added one area light up to illuminate the terrain and robot. And for the background, I used a sky HDRI as an image. Then in the shader editor, I dropped an HSV node between. And changed the sky color from blue. Then for the terrain, I added a new material. And with the principled shader selected, I press Ctrl-Shift and T. Then select all the texture maps. This will only work if Node Wrangler is turned on. Then I tried adding in more light to the scene and increasing the strength of previous one. But still the texture wasn't bright enough. So I dropped the hue saturation node. And increased the value. But you have to type that in. Maximum sliding value is up to 2 only. Then with the camera selected, I turned on depth of field in camera properties. And selected the robot as the focus object. Lower down the f-stop to get the effect. Then I added simple colors to the front part of the robot, as well as the side parts. Then a metallic material to the arms. And then an emission material to the center. Finally, I added some spheres near the camera, with emission materials assigned, to enhance the depth of field. Now let's talk about the robotic planet course a bit. Inside the course, you will create one basic bot and one fish bot as of now. Not only will you learn how to model these bots using various techniques, but you will be also learning how to add materials, rigging, and animating them. The course creator, Mont, is no doubt very skillful at his craft. You only have to look at his YouTube videos to find out he is very experienced, and he knows what he is doing. The course is comprehensive, and at the time of recording, its duration is around 11 hours. And it doesn't even take into account the bonus part which you will be getting later on. However, don't let its length intimidate you, for every minute of it is engaging and thoughtfully delivered. Be sure to keep your notepad handy while following along, as Louis generously shares a plethora of helpful tips and tricks that can significantly enhance your workflow. The course is an ideal choice for people who want to learn how to create those cool robots, as well as intermediate learners seeking to refine their hard surface modeling skills. It's worth noting that this course might not be the best fit for absolute beginners. If you're entirely new to 3D modeling, I'd recommend starting with simpler projects before diving into this course. So if you never created a donut before, you should probably do that first. Alternatively, CG Boost also offers excellent beginner courses, including the very popular Blender Launchpad, which can serve as an excellent foundation for your journey into the world of 3D modeling. All the course links are in description. They are affiliate links, so you will also be helping out my channel without spending any extra from your end.